Well, let's move on to a couple of other things. The Obama songs that are being sung in schools. Let me play these for you. These are songs that have been put together by different schools. Something very creepy or perverted about these songs to me. I really don't like this at all. And these are songs that not only are they positive in the idea of kids doing what they want to do and making their country better, but they're specifically being taught to include Barack Obama's name in the songs. And let me play a couple of these for you. Okay, and then here's another example from another elementary school.
Change has come. Change has come. Hope. Uniting blacks and whites. Hope. Being both Obama cannot take sides. Hope. Don't worry, said Hope. I will be your bridge. In time, hope will be the bridge for others. Hope will last enough for you to make a difference. Change has come. Change has come. Go now. Fly free. Study. Watch. Learn. Keep your eyes open. Education is the key. Education is the secret. Education is the way. Education is the path.
Can I make America better?
Can I make America better? Can we make America better?
Okay, it's great that kids want to make America better, but there's something about including Barack Obama's name in these songs that I don't like. I find this to be creepy. I think if this were turned around when George W. Bush was president, you know that there would be absolute outrage if kids were singing songs about George W. Bush. I don't like this at all. And this
it's like an Obama cult.
It almost is. It's getting to that point where it feels almost cultish. And to me, there's something really creepy about it that makes me feel like somebody involved in this should be in those NBC Dateline child predator stings.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, I understand.
And we're doing a story on adults going on the internet, trying to hook up with teens.
Right.
Now,
See the cameras coming in and everything.
remember 40-year-old Alonzo Wade? He brought a case of alcohol to meet a person he thought was 15.
Okay. I'm not saying, as Neil Bortz did on the radio, that there's some connection between pedophilia and the Barack Obama administration. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that something about having these kids sing these songs, these kids, they don't know about politics. They might hear who their parent voted for, but it just doesn't make sense. I don't think that this is okay. I think it's not right. It's fine to talk about working hard, improving your community, not to be singing about a president when you don't even understand. I mean, this is similar to advertising directed at children, which we've talked about on the show. Research shows that kids up until they're I don't know what age don't realize that advertising is trying to be that it's trying to convince them of something, and therefore it's inherently deceptive. And to have if you sing songs about Obama in the same way that you would sing a song about Christopher Columbus, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right at all. And it's not, if the kid, poll numbers have been circulating that 99% of political donations from teachers are to Democrats and 1% to Republicans. I have no idea about whether those numbers are exactly right. They might be off. Even if they were true, it doesn't mean that teachers are doing anything wrong necessarily. If they're teaching math, it's okay if they're donating to Barack Obama or Howard Dean instead of George W. Bush and whoever else, as long as it's not interfering with how they teach math. George has an IQ of 100. Barack's IQ is 130. Find the difference between their IQs. I don't know how you would inject politics into math. As long as it's not being done, I don't care about the political donations, but something about these songs seems just to me very disturbing that I don't like it one bit.
I know going through school, teachers would always, at some point, you'd find out their political alignment one way or another.
But not in elementary school.
Not right, not in elementary school.
In high school, I remember you telling me, such and such is a Republican or that type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think of all the things that the pundits would throw fits about. For example, the school speech. I think that was great. I think this is something that they have the right to throw a fit about.
I believe you're absolutely right. Well, the comments about Barack Obama being racist and more continue. Trent Franks, who's a Republican congressman from Arizona, says Obama is the enemy of humanity based on abortion. Here's what he had to say.
Obama's first act as president of any consequence, in the middle of a financial meltdown, was to send taxpayers' money overseas to pay for the killing of unborn children in other countries. Now, I got to tell you, a president will do that. There's almost nothing that you should be surprised at after that. We shouldn't be shocked that he does all these other insane things. A president that has lost his way that badly, that has no ability to see the image of God in these little fellow human beings, if he can't do that right, then he has no place in any station in government, and we need to realize that he is an enemy of humanity.
Okay, and it got cut off there. He is an enemy of humanity. It's continuing to escalate. Just the made up stuff about Barack Obama, and I don't know whether we can expect it to continue or not. But what is we probably can. What is striking to me is complete silence from other Republicans in denouncing this guy. Not that anyone will care a year from now what Congressman Trent Franks said about anything, but this is the same guy who said President Obama could solve this problem and make the birthers back off by simply showing us his long-form birth certificate, not the short form, Lewis. The short form proves nothing. We need to see that long-form birth certificate. Republicans are silent. Some Democrats do condemn statements made that don't make any sense, but there's a lot of silence as well. I mean, just in the last couple of weeks, Mike Huckabee said Obama-style health care might have made Kennedy take pain pills and die after he passed away. Congresswoman Jean Schmidt told a birther, "I agree with you," at a Tea Party. What can we do? There's a lot of silence. Somebody should just come out and denounce this guy. I mean, this is a member of Congress at long last.